G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So, as I promised, I'm going to do a bit of a shed update. Just my plans, and I want to show you the hoist. The XK is back outside, and that's because I want to put the FG Falcon in on the hoist, and I'm going to service it. So I normally service the FG out on the driveway, but I figured I've got a hoist now, even though it's a pain in the ass to get the cars in and out. I've got a little trick to get the cars in and out, but so the Gemini runs, but the XK doesn't. But the XK doesn't not run. Does that make sense? So it was parked up, and it hasn't been started for like 10 years, but there's no reason with the carby rebuild it shouldn't start. So I kind of feel like embarking on a carby rebuild shortly because I want them running, because I can't be bothered pushing them in and out all the time. But anyway, let's have a look at the shed. Alright, so if you cast your eyes just over there, right next to that beautiful 80 series Land Cruiser, see that steel which is on like the diagonal sitting across the pot plant? That's actually for the doors. So I've got the material to finish the doors, and then I can put the coloured sheets on. I've actually got like the green sheets for the doors. Hopefully hopefully it matches the rest of the shed, because they would have faded, whereas the other sheets wouldn't have faded. The other sheets are just here. And I need to do a lot of modification to the doors. It's going to take like a full day to modify them and get it all running well before I even consider putting the new sheets on. So pretty much what I have to do is cut like 100mm off the bottom of these sheets, modify the doors, do what I want to do, and then the new sheets go on. I don't want to take the sheets off and modify them, because when I modify it all, I want to be able to close the doors and lock it up still. So that's the doors. There's an engine crane here which I'm kind of thinking about disassembling, or at least half disassembling, so it's out of the way. I don't know where I'm going to store my bike. I was going to find a home yet. We've got our better pair which are currently together. That tank is also not in an ideal location because that's my workbench. And then I've decided I'm going to take this wall out. I should have videoed when the car was in here, but pretty much when I had the car in the hoist is like this far from the wall. This wall's coming out. I don't know whether I'll do parts storage along that wall or what I'm going to do, but I'm going to put a sink in that corner. And then I got the hoist here. I had to put blocks of wood under here to get the car out, so I'm thinking about building some bigger ramps for this or something, or even lifting those plates up and like wedging the wood underneath and then screwing the plates back down, and it will like bend them a bit. I installed a winch on the ground. That's basically so I can winch the cars in and out if they're not running, which is right now. Alright, so the moment everyone's been waiting for, the winch. Oops, I left it on. Alright, so you ready? You guys might not get much volume because the directional mic, but the one bad thing about it is loud. So like that slapping you can hear, there's actually a chain inside here, and it's hitting this plate here. So it was actually loose, and we got in there and we tightened it all up, and it's tight now, and when the car is on it, it doesn't make that slapping noise because there's tension on the chain. So I'm not too sure if I should worry about that slapping. The only thing obviously I'm worried about is if it wears through the chain. I don't think, even if it wears through the chain and the chain breaks, the car can't fall. It just means that side would stop lifting, so it's not really a safety issue. So when the XK is on there, I can walk under it without ducking. And so I'll show you. So it went to about here. That was about right. Maybe even closer. It was like maybe about there where that mark is. So like as you can see, my head next to the stop here, when the car's on there, that's pretty much the height of the bottom of the car. The only thing is the XK, the front suspension, it droops really far, like really far. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to take the front tires off to put the Gemini underneath. That's something we're gonna have to figure out. It just seems so surreal to have a hoist in my shed. Like, I don't know, you guys, does it seem surreal to you guys? I got a hoist in my shed. What else is news about the hoist? Not much really. It is loud, I will like. I will admit it is way louder than I expected, but I guess that's just part of buying an old second-hand hoist. I'm guessing like I've only ever used a hoist in a workshop before, and in a workshop you've got like the radio going, there's like compressors running and all that jazz, and I'm in a closed shed, like that's why it seems so loud. But I definitely want to figure out that chain slapping situation. Like I said, I did tension it today, but I obviously didn't tension it enough. Mind you, in saying that, I'm going to put a car on it and see if it makes that slapping noise, because it's never going to be going up and down without a car on it. So I don't remember hearing that noise today when I had the XK on there. So we'll include the IBCs in the shed update. I haven't got the paint for them yet. I'll probably do that this week. I sold a couple of fish, so I've got some loose cash money in my wallet, so I'll go buy the paint. For anybody who doesn't know, with the fish room, things like that project there, I always try and use fish money to pay for fish stuff. I try to make the hobby self-sustainable. It helps my marriage in a way. Yeah, I don't want to use life money on the hobby, and like if you guys want that bit of advice, if I can give you any advice on building a fish room, is try and get the room to sustain itself, to keep the other half of the relationship happy. This side of the fish room this side of the shed hasn't changed. There's a fish room there that's been there for a while. You guys know about that. But yeah, I'm just super excited about the hoist. Sorry if I don't sound that excited. I've done myself an injury at work, so I'm pretty bummed about that actually, like really bummed. So if I don't seem my positive self, that's why. I was actually gonna start working on the shed doors today, but I can't bend down and reach the bottom of the doors, which is awesome. But hopefully I'll be the injury's bad enough to ruin my weekend, but it's not bad enough to call in sick on Monday, I don't think. So it'll just ruin my weekend, and I'll rest, and then I should be good for Monday just in time. Like, I always think like that, like when you're on your back for the whole weekend, like I feel like you should be privileged to using one of your sick days during the week, especially when it's a work-related injury. But unfortunately, I don't have the, is it immorals? The opposite to, I don't know. I'd feel too guilty if I took a sickie because of that reason, if you know what I mean. Koi pond's going good, clear as all hell. I'm thinking about doing a full fish room walkthrough this week. What do you guys reckon? I haven't done one for ages, and there's heaps of new fish since the last walkthrough. Granted, most of you have all seen the new fish in a video here and there, but I haven't talked about all the new fish together. Oh, and in yesterday's video, yeah, I was saying Capitochromis. I meant Cyprichromis. I can't even remember which one I meant now. You guys know I'm useless at names. I can't remember. What name was it? What name was it? I got the fish names wrong. It was yeah, it was I was saying Capitochromis utini, but it's actually Cyprichromis utini. And then I was saying Ortopinus, and it's Ornitopinus. I don't know. You guys know what fish I'm talking about, but anyway, I just wanted to get the Cyprichromis one right because Capitochromis is actually a fish and it's a different one, so I wanted to clarify that, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys knew I was saying the wrong thing. But anyway guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Sorry not much is happening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.